Thank you so much for staying with us on Across Louisiana, Acadiana Style, brought to you by Melojoy, the original Cajun coffee. Pleased to welcome back Amy Wander. She's with the Lafayette Public Library. Happy New Year to you.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
All right. So you're here to talk about, is this the second year that you're doing this program?
This is.
Okay. It's Lafayette Reads Together. Tell us all about it.
Definitely. This year we picked a book called Spare Parts, which is this amazingly inspirational story about 4 high school students. They live in Arizona. They go to an underfunded school. They have a robotics team that one of their teachers, that's just an amazing teacher, got started to inspire the kids to get things moving in the school. These students and their teacher make an underwater robot, and they actually enter a national competition for university robotics clubs.
Wow.
So they don't enter the high school competition, they enter the college competition. And they win. They win against universities such as MIT
Wow.
and other really amazing university teams. And this is the story, Spare Parts by Joshua Davis. So it's inspiring, and we
Why don't
just
you
fell
hold
in
it
love
up
with
so
the
we can
book.
kind of
Yes.
turn the cover to you. There you go.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
So I guess they're underfunded. That's why the name Spare Parts. They just put, so it's just proof of the human spirit, and if you want something bad enough. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What made you guys start doing this program of the whole community reading one book?
We wanted something that our community could get together around books. We have amazing food festivals and music festivals in our part of Louisiana, but we wanted everyone to come together around books, around literacy, around reading. And so we felt, as well as with the school system, we're working in partnership with the school librarians of Lafayette Parish School System, that we could create something that would get people talking about books, about reading, and everyone in Lafayette Parish is invited to be a part of this.
The concept, we do a lot of research and talk to a lot of people here, and 2 things: learning to read early, and then being exposed to culture such as music and the arts really spring everything else out of someone. Have y'all found that to be the case as well?
Oh, definitely. Culture is so important, but also having books, and sometimes people, maybe they aren't reading at the moment, or they've read a few books and they're on pause, and so this is a place where people can get recommended a good book and get back into that reading, and have a discussion with their neighbor. We were at Art Walk over the weekend, and we were talking books with patrons that were coming through at ACA. So it's a great way for people to have a discussion.
And so, what are the dates? When will everyone start reading this book? And how long will the Lafayette Reads Together go?
Right. So we're getting started really soon. January 19th will be the first date that we're kicking everything off. We're funded by our foundation of the Lafayette Public Library. They've bought books that we are able to give out to patrons of Lafayette Parish. We also have e-books and e-audio books that are available for people to check out. But then throughout January, February, and March, we'll have programs, and I can tell you about a few of those if you'd like.
Yeah, we're about running out of time, real quick.
Okay. So we have the author coming, Joshua Davis is coming to Lafayette in February. We're going to have a robotics day, so we're inviting all businesses and individuals and school robotics club to come and show off their robot that they've created. So
how can folks get more information and get involved in this?
Our website would be a great place to start, LafayettePublicLibrary.org. We also have a Facebook page for Lafayette Reads Together that they can join, and they'll get all of the updates on that as well.
Okay, good luck. Thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. We talk about it all the time. They're the original Cajun coffee. They are a sponsor of cox4. They are Melojoy. Take a look.
We think Melojoy coffee is pure joy. We love to drink it every day, all day long. We think that most people in Acadiana do as well. So it's just a little play on our French heritage. The pure joie is something we look forward to each and every day as we get up and get moving. You know, being founded right here in Lafayette, Louisiana back in the 30s speaks to a lot of tradition that we have here in this part of the world. And it's exciting to be here and be part of the food culture that we have here. I've gotten to participate in the last couple of years in food discussions put on by the Chamber of Commerce and a lot of different things, talking about how popular Louisiana foods are, and especially Cajun food. We like to think that we add a little bit of spice to those discussions as well. Coffee is the most consumed beverage on the planet other than water. We've got a large market out there that we can penetrate, and people do drink it now just about all day long. They start in the morning with it, and they drink it through midday through lunch, and then maybe some decaf at dinner time. And that's the fun part about it, is we like to experiment with a lot of different types of roasts, and we're into new packaging nowadays with single serve cups, so that you can just make that one cup of coffee at night if you'd like, or you can still buy the traditional bag and make it throughout the day, a pot at a time. We buy on certain graded beans only. First off, all of our coffees are made from 100% Arabica beans. That's what we choose to make our coffees with. We like to use Brazilians. It's a stronger bean than a Colombian, we think, and it makes our coffee unique. We want to be different. We don't want to taste just like somebody else. And we only buy the very high grades, the extra hard beans, so that we get a very full-bodied flavor out of our coffees. We buy the top 1% in the world, so we're not a inexpensive coffee. We would be classified as a gourmet coffee on the shelf. If you go to the grocery stores and look, we are in the gourmet section a lot of times. And we take a lot of care in picking those beans out. We test every bag that comes in. We sample every bag that comes in. We roast them in small batches, and we cup them right here in the facility every time before a new run goes out to the supermarkets or to offices. All of our packaging, whether it's the small frac packs that go into the restaurants and offices or the 12-ounce bags that go on the shelf, all have a one-way valve in them to allow gases to escape but doesn't allow air in. So the packaging stays fresh on the shelf for up to a year without any noticeable change at all in the coffee. We've been asked by a few people to develop a line of coffees for them. The first people that approached us were the Duck Commander folks, the Robertson family of the Duck Dynasty TV show fame and the Duck Commander Duck Call products. They wanted to venture into the food world because their mantra is faith, family, and food. And so they contacted us to do coffee for them. So we came up with a few different roasts for them. Some really neat packaging. Obviously, you got some camo on there. You got to have camo if you're going to do something with those guys. We did a line of single-serve cups in hot chocolate for Uncle Si. He's kind of the crazy uncle in the TV show, and kids love him. He's probably the #1 celebrity in the family for the kids. And so we did a hot chocolate in the single-serve cups for him, so it's really neat. And we've got a couple of coffees out in 12-ounce bags, and we also did them in single-serve cups that you can find in the grocery stores throughout Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, all the way up into Oklahoma, Missouri, over into Mississippi and Alabama as well. So anybody out there that drinks, if their company drinks a lot of coffee, or if they have an idea to sell a lot of coffee somewhere, I mean, we would love to do a private label for them. That's what we're basically doing for the university. We're working with a few other universities as well to develop private labels for them. It's a great source of income for the universities, but there's a couple of corporations that have also contacted us recently about doing private labels for them, where we put their company logo on the coffee that's served every day in their locations. If you want any information on any of our products, you can go to www.melojoy.com, or you can give us a call at 337-264-7195. Whoever answers the phone, we'll be glad to take care of you, answer any questions you may have.
We're going to step away for just a moment. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 18th Annual Teachers Awards with Mike Blanchard. Stay with us on Across Louisiana.